Yes, for those of you who will remember Innocent Egbunike, then the Kenyan president, Arap Moi, when the guy ran that race at the All-African Games, he said, this innocent is not innocent at all. But that innocent inspired any, and today we have Olympic gold in the house. I want to, Chioma, you came from a family of 9?
That's right.
9 children?
That's right.
6 boys?
Yeah.
You saw yourself as a tomboy then? How did that, first of all, like the same question I asked him, who inspired you in sports, and your family background, how did that play a part in who you are today?
Well, my family background really played a very big part. And during that time I was very young, like you rightly said, 6 boys, and they are all my senior brothers. I normally play football with them, and whatever thing they are doing, whichever place you see boys, that's where you see me. And that really made me to be very, very strong. When you are playing with boys, when they hit you, you're going to hit them back, and that will really make you strong. Until the time I was able to start primary school, and I was in school. One time, that was when I was in primary 4, and they told us that they are having school sports in Imo State then, and some big names are coming. So they told us that we were going to take an exam. It was supposed to be the elementary 6 and elementary 5, but because that I was very brilliant, then they said I should follow them. The principal of my school, headmaster, said I should join them, and I did. I was second, overall, and it was a very good thing for me. Then I went to watch the school sports. There and then I saw the Mary Onyali, Beatrice Otondo, and Tina Ihagwam. And then I thought I was short, and for that reason, I can't do anything.
But this was taller than you.
Yeah, but when I saw Mary and Beatrice, I said, wow. And the way they were running like horse, and I said, well, if these people are doing this, myself, I can equally do it. Honestly, Mary Onyali inspired me a lot. And that's why till today I still have that respect for her. If not seeing them that day, I don't think I would have picked the courage to continue in athletics.
Okay. Innocent Egbunike, I hope we are there. And Mary Onyali, of course, now, who else? Those are inspiration. But then she said something. If you are my height, and you're Chioma's height, forget any there. You can do it, you can run. I think even the fastest lady today is not too tall. The Jamaican, what's her name? The girl that has been 100 meters.
Yeah, the Jamaican.
Shelly and Fraser.
Okay, Fela and Price. Is it? Fraser
Price.
Fraser Price.
Fraser Price. She's not tall. But she's a pocket dynamite. And so that tells you that is not a disadvantage, that I don't have the strides, I'm not as tall as Usain Bolt, I can't run. She said she saw those people and she could do it. Okay, you and Blake too is not tall. I love that. Okay, let's take a detour. We're looking at yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Athletics when you run compared to now, before we look at the future. Let me start with you. What is the difference? What are we not doing rightly?
When you say not doing rightly, you've assumed.
Are we doing rightly or not? I take it back.
We're not doing too bad.
Yeah,
let's be very honest, and let's be very objective. We really are not doing too bad. Sometimes we want a lot of success immediately. Sometimes we are very quick to compare where we are with some other countries. But really, we are not doing too bad. It's difficult to look at now. We have to look back to even when we were running.
Yes.
And it can go from the time of 96, which already put Chema Junior, pushing on to 2000 when I ran. And you look at the Olympic team from 96 to the Olympic team from 2000, and there's a lot of overlap. About 6, 7 people are still there sharing out experiences from the older one to the younger one. In our 4x4 team, out of the 6 of us in 2000, I think 3 or 4 of them went to Atlanta 96. So you can see there was experience there. But by the time we left from 2000 to 2004, out of the 6 of us in 2000, and I went to 2004, I was the only one. So there was a lot of experience lost. then you carry that over and over. You see that a lot of experience were lost over the years, and then you now have a breed of young athletes who have to start learning anew. So it will take time to build. And we have seen that it was building gradually, apart from, I'll just say recently over the past 2 or 3 months, where we had to controversially bring in some people that I felt that didn't fit into the clique. But as long as we still have those that are going through the system, I think athletics is building, and we can come up. We can come up. The biggest problem we had, or the biggest problem we have now that we didn't have then, is that now everything is so money focused. The athletes are thinking so much of finances, are thinking about so much of earning income. Then you are thinking about competing, winning. Just let's be better than the other. There was a lot of competition at home. In fact, the competition at home was much stronger than the competition you have traveling out. Once you win the classic at home, you win the national trials, you can have enough confidence that, look, you're going to do well internationally.
Okay, we can start taking calls now. I'm going to my producer. We'll put the number right there on the screen so that you can join this discussion and be part of this. Chioma, how easy is it for females of your era and those now? How do you cope? How do you get? How were you funded? What were the challenges that that you guys faced?
Well, I think right from the time we're competing and to this present time, the difference is very, very clear. I see the time we were competing, we had so many athletes, the females, and they were doing very, very well. And that was because we had a very solid foundation. And we had quality time, quality coaches taking care of the athletes. And then the Sports Council was functional. And each month there is competition. And you see that an athlete from Enugu State winning javelin today, next time it's not going to be from Enugu State again, because it was very, very competitive. Then the sports councils were employing athletes. They were paying them. There was a positive thing put in place. But right now, reverse is the case. So that is making it very difficult for us to get as many good athletes as this nation needs. And I believe that we still have talented athletes, but there is no platform to put them on.
Okay.
That is very, very essential that the state government should urge the sports councils so that they will be able to start what they were doing before. Because that time when we go to Grand Prix, you see a lot of athletes wearing Nigeria vests. I could remember the day I had the Nigerian record in Lille. We were 8 athletes from Nigeria.
In the Grand Prix?
Yes, and we ran A and B races because they shared it were many and our times were fantastic. And in that Grand Prix, I was there, Mary Onyale was there, Beatrice Otondo were there, Tini Hagwan were there, Feti Idehe was a lot of us. And we were, at the finals, we were 4. 4 of us were in the final.
Out of 8.
Out of 8. You can imagine that. So that is what we don't have today. I believe by the time Nigeria know how to invest in their athletes, like what my colleague said, when during the 96, 3 people were still there to 2000 Olympics.
Yes.
Why? Because the foundation was solid. Athletes trained together. There's a camp, close camp. Today, there's nothing like that. So how could you get such athletes? The experience must be there. And if you ask athletes, go and train, then during competition, you set platform for them to come and compete. You pick the ones you are going out with. It's not going to be easy because those athletes did not work very, very well. But if the coach is there, they're going to have quality training. But if you leave an athlete to go and train himself or herself, I tell you, it's going to be a kangaroo.